A book gives the chance for readers to build their own conceptual imagery of a story, allowing limitless creativity in an inherently timeless format. Movies add moving images and sound with varying cinematic techniques and elements, and you have the pillars of the entertainment industry, stories that enchant us,
I'm just exactly where I want to be.
frighten us, and make us feel something that is present in front of us, perpetually advancing and modifying over time to where there is truly something for everyone, even if it isn't the movie in the limelight. As media has been produced over the decades, the changes in the media are thrust forward by two main things: technology and style. The convergence of the two have given us as many treasured commodities over time as they have, well, failures. But balancing the two and not letting the tech take over the style and functionality of the product seems to have been the mindset behind some of our favorite content and media. The intersection of tech and expressive approach is the most constitutive one in one particular media mode. Most creators lay their ideas down on the table and let the viewers judge. Film and music critics have huge influence over what kinds of content is appreciated by the masses.
In fact, I don't even know if people know if they like movies or not.
Well, that's an interesting.
It's just they sit there for 2 hours and everything blows up, and then when they come out, they got their money's worth because they saw the White.
But what happens when the product that has your fingerprints all over it can be controlled by someone else, particularly a consumer? Video games were introduced to me when I was around 6 years old with the GameCube. Super Mario Sunshine was unlike any platformer I'd ever played, probably because it was my first platformer, but this both kicked off my lifelong interest in video games and also revitalized my engagement with film and music. It's a happy medium between enjoying a story and taking part in it, and the ways that developers and storytellers have innovated and adapted has led to some games that were way ahead of their time, a claim that only can be accurately said with a retrospective outlook. Resident Evil 4 is the perfect anecdote for this argument. A game that forever shaded the line between survival horror and action, a masterpiece that has yet to be replicated. I'm not really touching the story or characters here, I'm just going to talk about a few aspects of this game that make it as enjoyable today as it must have been back in 2005. The atmosphere of RE4 is so eerily different from other Resident Evil games. Fans were kind of used to this sometimes cheesy but always terrifying mood established by the inherent fear of zombies mixed with unforgettable dialogue. Here we get more of a Twin Peaks-esque ambiance, something that popped into my mind right after this first sequence.
Lord Sutler. Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Did David Lynch write all of the dialogue for Leon? No. Were the writers inspired by the show's psychological blender of meta-influences and rampant dread? Absolutely. The unapologetic way that RE4 borrows from past influences to create something greater and more innovative than ever is a testament to media in general. This game popularized QuickTime events, yet did it in a way that makes sense. They're meant to engage you in the cutscenes rather than act as time wasters with zero context. The perpetually unconventional occurrences in the game work on a subconscious and conscious level. You're seeing what's right in front of you: a towering castle, a densely rupturing small village, a boat being ravaged by something. All of this peculiar imagery presented with a color palette full of dark grays to match this eerie architecture. But you remember this, the seemingly climactic moments that single and end continue happening. Instead of becoming drawn out, the gameplay builds just as the atmosphere does, giving you more weapons, a currency system, more enemies, and a general feeling of increasing power, allowing the scenery in the core game of stopping, shooting, and protecting to take over. The sense of progression in both your enjoyment with the game and the tonal environment add to make something that leads to the greatest achievement for any game: escapism. Yeah, this channel is dedicated to movies, music, video games, media in general. I'm a journalist. I am a press interviewer. I'm a film critic. I just graduated college, and I'm looking for a place to put all of my content and basically make content that I enjoy. And yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you.